everyone, here's Mayuri back with the tutorial 5 on the data types of Python. Here are some of the data types as number, string, list, tuple, then dictionary, and we are going to see one by one in detail. So, my dear friends, let's begin it. First data type is the number that is used to store the numeric values. Like other programming languages, it has 4 types in numbers. The int is the most preferred and commonly used data type, where it stores the signed numeric values without a decimal point. Then long stores signed long integers. Internally, they can represent as octal or hexadecimal. Python allows us to use a lowercase l with long, as we use L for representation that is long, but it is recommended to use a uppercase L because to avoid the confusion between the digit 1. The long stores the signed floating point real values, while the complex number consists of an ordered pair of real floating point numbers, which is denoted by x plus yj, where x and y are the real numbers while j is an imaginary unit. Now let's have some of the examples. The integer where we can have a signed number also, as here taken b is equal to minus 32, where we don't use a float point. In long, it is represented by l, where we can use hexadecimal or octal, where h is equal to 0x2 23 represents the hexadecimal, while I is equal to 0 represents the octal. Then float, we have the floating point numbers. Then the complex, as here the format is given that x plus yj. Second one is the string. As its name tells, it is a set of continuous set of characters represented while in single or double quotes. Then Python allows 3 operators to work for a string. The first one is the slicing operator, that is retrieve the substring based on the index number that starts from 0. Then the string concatenation operator, that is plus, which is used to concatenate the 2 strings, and the repetitive operator, which is the asterisk, that repeats the left operator string according to the right operand numeric value. My dear friends, further we are going to see it practically. First understand what exactly the meaning is, what exactly these data types stores. Further we will have a practical section. As my dear friends, we are very familiar to number and string data types, but in Python we have the 3 different data types which are new. The first one here is the list. The list are most dynamically and most used data type that represents in a square bracket. While dealing with list, my dear friends, it looks similar to array, but it is not, because array is static whereas list is dynamic in size. While the array has fixed data type for all its elements, whereas has no data type bounding, but has taken an example where it is data types, different data types are enclosed in a square bracket and separated by comma. Like string, here on list we can also apply these 3 operators. The fourth one is the tuple. The tuple is another data type which stores a sequence of values which is similar to the list. The tuple is also a set of values which is separated by a comma, but which is enclosed in a parenthesis. Here I have taken an example where I have taken a tuple tup1, where the different data types I have taken which are enclosed in a parenthesis separated by a comma. The only difference between the list and tuple is, as it is, tuple is in parenthesis while list in a square bracket. Another one is that list allows us to change and update its size and element, whereas tuple does not allow the updation of size and element. That means in tuple we do not do updation, do not change the size when it is fixed. Hence the tuple is read-only entity. Moving towards our fifth data type from Python, that is Python dictionary. To work with list and tuple and array, my dear friends, we need to remember the index number of element. The Python dictionary solves this problem and allows us to create our own index number for our own element. Now, dictionary is like a hash table that has a pair of index which are nothing but the keys and element which are nothing but the values. But the syntax it is in the braces, that is key separated by the colon and value. The data type of index and element can be any valid Python data type. The dictionary is represented in a curly braces. Here I have taken an example, that is dictionary 1, where the Ravi, then the Rani. Here are the keys, while their birth date are the values. So the above dictionary shows the personal name in behaving as a keys, and person date of birth is behaving as